What's what's good? What's good? We back with another one. It's your boy B Neil, aka Emerald Thoughts, aka Fat House and Hot Wings. We back in this thing. Hey man, we got Fresh and Fit and Brittany Renner. We're gonna do a reaction to him. One thing I found was funny is like, bro, both these people are like, or both Fresh and Fit and Brittany Renner would be considered unlikable to the masses, I would think. But the fact that Fresh and Fit is more unlike people took Brittany's side so fucking quick. But to me, I don't see why. But let's get into it.
Fresh's great idea was don't tell Myra until today. So we walk in, you first see Brittany Renner, and we're thinking you're probably gonna be like, okay, shit.
I bet that was strike two for that nigga Fresh. Like nigga, this may be viewed by millions, and you want to put me on the spot because you think it's gonna be funny or for more clicks and views, nigga. Like nigga, that's strike two. Bring that little white bitch on saying she different. That was strike one, nigga. This strike two, nigga. You fucking up at a fast rate.
We're gonna have this great debate, but you said initially like, I don't think there's much to really like debate. Why?
Well, I mean, here's the thing. We've always said it like, men and women, we're very different. We have opposing goals. Like girls are trying to, get resources, time, attention out of guys. Guys are trying to get sex. And girls, a lot of the time, are trying to get what they need to get out of dudes without necessarily giving it up. And some girls are good at it, some girls aren't. And then there's other girls that are kind of models for that are good at finessing dudes. And not to say that you're a finesser, I ain't saying that, but girls are able to, run laps around a lot of guys. And that's why our podcast exists, to help dudes out to understand like how women operate and how they move.
Now, you have a different point of view.
Wait. Where do you think she fits in that? Because, I think her point of view would be diametrically opposed to you guys by saying, well, I'm not the exact typical person who you may think dudes are running into, or you're trying to tell people.
Well, I think when he talked about there being men and women that are good at getting what they want from the opposite sex, then there are people that are just not good at it or average at it. When it falls into where did he rank her as a woman and being able to extract resources, I think she's pretty great at it when it comes to either extracting resources from a relationship dynamic or just male attention in general. She's able to attract what she needs to gain value. So regardless, she's very good at using men to get what she wants. She knows that men are easy to sell to if you sell your body. If you're this fitness model, this IG model, she knows she can get high views, high clicks. She used that to finally get high profile men. She used that to obviously be more notoriety, made a book, talk about their lives, go on different shows, have different experiences she can always continue to engage with. And I would say now that she's older and it's kind of known, it may be harder for her to get things out of a relationship because men are looking at her like, hey, you kind of known to be out there for, just, doing your thing. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna check twice to see what you're doing and make sure you're not hoeing me. So she may, or make sure I'm getting what I want out of this relationship as well. So it may be harder for her in a relationship aspect, but I think she's still able to use male attention to gain attraction and value. So to me, maybe not a relationship dynamic, but the fact that she was able to use male attention to gain popularity is the same thing. It's no different than a Twitch girl that put on her titties or have her titties out on Twitch. If she was an average Twitcher, she'd probably get way less views. But the fact she got her titties out, she know men are able or want to go view that and watch the game at the same time, and more likely to watch you than they go watch someone else, even if they may be more entertaining or maybe been doing it longer. They'll come watch you just because your tits out. And I'm not saying that's wrong, just that the women can use that. And that's a version of women being able to use male attention to garner value or to garner attention or to garner money. And so for me, like I said, I think she ranks up pretty high in that, just like an Amber Rose or any other woman that kind of like monkey branches from dudes and still use that same notoriety, because no one knows her except for her body. Now she's used that attention and all that to build up herself. Don't get that twisted. That's why I put her in the higher echelons. Some women that just get a car, a Bugatti, a nice purse from a nigga, But what she doing is way more valuable. What she got and how she used it is way more valuable. So I think she's pretty high in the sense of being able to extract resources from men, whether it's one man or multiple men. It's no different.
People to stay away from.
I mean, well, sure, she could tell. She was saying that we're wrong, I guess, about that.
Well,
so
I
you
want-
tell us a little bit about yourself. Then.
No, I think you know more about me than I do myself. So you're
Oh,
saying
no.
obviously you do though, because you said that you warn guys about girls like me. So tell me about girls like me.
Just
humor
women
me.
in general. Like, I mean,
Well,
there's
no, don't women in general, because you literally specifically said before we got on here
This was an off-camera
that
conversation.
you did say that
That's true.
you warn guys about girls like me. So now that we're face to face, what kind of girl am I?
you're not special. You're like other girls. That's the key.
I'm not special.
like,
So-
you're like other women that are
So
like.
what makes you special?
So she's taking this personal. When he says she's just like other girls and she's not special, he's referring to the relationship dynamic. When it comes to relationship dynamic, why you're not special is because when it comes to women, you have an agenda, you have a list of requirements that need to be met. If they're not met, you're most likely going to leave and find another man that could do it better. That's hypergamy. That's something in women nature that you can't even coach out, if you ask me. That's what makes you no different, and that's what makes you not special when it comes to dating. But personally, she's taking it as a personal attack and saying she thinks he's saying that she has no value. Her book that she did is not special. The life that she's carved out after getting all this male attention is not special and unique and a hustle. That's how she's taking it, but that's not what he's saying.
What I just said before, women, it's a dance between the two genders. Men are trying to get sex. Women are trying to get resources, time, attention, whatever it is that they're looking for. And a lot of girls play the game better than guys. We talk about this openly on our podcast. And we're teaching guys how to not necessarily get finesse and get what they want out of girls, which a lot of the times is intimacy, but they're not able to get it. But girls are easily able to obtain money, time, resource, attention, whatever it is. Girls are running laps around dudes, which is why
Literally 2 compliments. Most men play the game better than men. Most women play the game better than men, and women are running laps around men. Most men don't go into a relationship with any type of narrative, any type of agenda, any type of understanding of what they want, because most men don't know themselves. And that's why Fresh and Fitter exists as a podcast, because they want to inform men on how to move in the game better, not to try to change women and who they are and think women nature is going to change and they're going to give up this power that they've been having and all this shit. No, don't expect women to change. And that he even enlightened don't expect women to change, because he complimented it by saying you run laps around men run laps around men. So that's not saying that he even wants you to change. He's encouraging men to play the game better or be better at the game, so you will get better results at the game. Because what you don't realize and what people don't realize, there are so many fucking broken-hearted men. So if we want to talk about, there's more broken-hearted men than there are women on average. Let's just be real. More depressed, more suicidal. It's more everything when it comes to men. So it's a big demographic for, and I'm not trying to say that there's no women out there. I'm just saying there's more men. Being real, that's a fact. That's why it's a demographic for Fresh and Fit to talk to, because a lot of men don't understand why they're not getting what they want out of relationships. Whether they need to learn effective communication, effective or get some confidence, get some strength, get their money up, or whatever it needs to do to help you figure out. Or honestly, it's all of those different things you need to do to help you be able to play the game better. And once you can do that, you most likely will get better results from women.
I believe that Brittany has been effective in extracting, as you say, time, resources, and other things out of dudes.
Nigga, what? She wouldn't be here if she didn't do that. She's literally gotten big because of her body. And it's not because she has the best body in the world. It's because she marketed her body to men that are weak, and she exploited that. There's nothing wrong with that, but yeah, let's acknowledge it. Let's acknowledge the facts.
Yeah, to a degree, sure. Yeah, I mean, like a lot of girls want to do. I mean, here's the thing: you've been so.
You're about to say a lot of girls want to do what Brittany Renner's done. Maybe not to the hoeing degree, but to a level to get to where she at. Most women would consider her an independent woman. Even though she says she broke, but I don't necessarily believe that. But most women would model what she done to some type of degree. Or not most, a lot of women would want to do what she's done.
adamant about me being incorrect and I don't know and you don't know me and all this other stuff, tell me then.
Matter of fact, the wealthiest women in the world have done what she's done. The richest women of the world got their success from their husband in divorces. That's just the truth. Not whether they did that intentionally or unintentionally. How most women that's super wealthy gain their wealth came from getting it from a man. But then you have your Oprahs and shit like that. Rare fucking case. But that's Brittany Renners of the world is not crazy. Women getting their money through men is not crazy. It's just not. It's not a crazy idea. But that's what she done, and I'm not gonna call her a gold digger, but that's the truth. Let's call a spade a spade.
Maybe we're off. Who knows?
Well, I think first of all, let's bring it back a couple notches.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so there's really a lot to unpack here because my first question to you is, what do you gain from telling girls that they're not special? How does that make you feel?
That's that's another example of her misinterpreting his point. And like I said, most men would say she's being emotional and that's why she's misinterpreting it. But the comments say she wasn't emotional. So that means she don't have good comprehension skills.
I mean, I know everything is a joke, but I'm asking you a real question. So how does that make you
And
feel?
it's not a joke. He's laughing because you're misinterpreting his fucking point.
Because if I say you're a bitch ass nigga, that does something for me, right? If I insult you or if I tell you you're not special, you're forgettable, what does that do for me? No, but that doesn't, but that's what I'm saying. No, but I'm saying, what if I call you, if I just say that, again, you're forgettable. That's why I didn't want to do you guys' podcast. Forgettable. Hate the setup. The name is underwhelming. I didn't really see the value in it. Right?
Okay,
that's how I feel. Right. But so that's fine. But for me, that's okay if it wasn't a fit for me. But I also don't need to, you know, in a way kind of try to devalue what you guys have going on. Because at the end of the day, I may not agree with anything you guys talk about. Because honestly, I feel like when you've seen 2 or 3 videos, you've seen them all. But the reality is that I went to your guys' page and I went to the different links and the different services and the courses that you guys offer. And I do see that there's a place for that. So even though it may not have been in alignment with what I am about, I can still give credit where it's due without trying to devalue you guys, because you guys are doing something special, right? Because you guys are, I mean, are there a lot of other people doing what you do? You could consider your guys' podcast special, right?
I think what she's mentioned is like the self-help portion for dudes, where you guys offer services to, you know, help guys, you know, either attract or you know, try to talk to women and really engage with them at a higher rate that you could, you know, potentially date them, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess the point that I think she's disagreeing with, right?
I'm simply asking her to tell us about herself because we were so incorrect. So tell us about yourself. That's all I'm saying. And then she just went into attacking us. And
no
everything
one's
else like
attacking you, because like I said, I never listen. There's a lot of people that will not sit.
She definitely called the show forgettable. And she also said that, which is funny to me, because she said you can watch 3 episodes of your shit and basically get the gist of what your show is. These niggas go on 5 days a week. That's pretty insulting.
I want to have a conversation with you just because of the comments that you guys made. Well, you made. And well, you chimed in. So you guys are Tweedledee and Tweedledum kind of, right? So
then insulting them again. I need a word for when people are like a bully or insulting or do this certain type of like behavior, and then when you like question it or say you're doing it, they act clueless and like dumb to what they did or say they didn't do it at all. Like it has to be a behavior for that. Maybe Karen. That was very Karen like. I didn't do that. I guess it's called Karen. She that's some very Karen behavior. She clearly insulted them, called their show forgettable, basically called them a bitch ass nigga, passive aggressively, and then said she didn't do it. That's some Karen ass shit.
So I'm here to have a conversation with you guys, because for me, I feel like what a lot of male dominated podcasts are missing is the bridge of understanding. So I came here not to argue you guys or to call you out of your name or to disrespect what anybody's doing, because I felt like the interview I had with him, there were things that he said I didn't agree with, but I wanted to sit down and hear his point of view. So that's what I'm trying to do here. So for you to say you're not special, well, I'm special to someone, just like you're special to someone, just like he's special to someone. So for you trying to generalize all groups of women, then we would have to take it back to where this even begins. Yes or no? That's all you guys care about. There's no emotional need. It's just my dick, cum, sex, I want a hole.
Wow, you are tricky.
think also
She wanted a whole
No,
rant right there.
honestly, it's just I speak with conviction. Yeah, I mean, for you to say girls like me, I'm just like, okay, well, I'm assuming if I go off of what people have said about me, I'm a gold digger who finessed.
Another example of her misinterpreting his points when he say, you're just like all other girls. So once again, either she's emotional, misinterpreting his points to win an argument on purpose and debate on purpose, or she just don't have high comprehension skills.
My boyfriend, who I lived with and wanted to marry me, and still
I don't know how many times you can rephrase this. That's not what the fuck he means when he says you're not special. I just don't get it. I don't get it. He's not called, or when he says you're just like all other girls, he's not trying to say that in a condescending tone. He's saying it in effective. It's just the truth. Most women, all women move the same in relationships. You have a nature that is DNA, it's in your DNA, fucking mitochondrium, fucking biology. It's in your X chromosomes. Just like we have shit that's in our Y chromosomes. You just cannot think you're gonna outthink that, outmove those natures. You just can't. It's entrenched in us. I'm sorry. So when someone says that you're just like all women, I think since that statement have came with so many negative connotations that she automatically jumping the gun to assuming what he means instead of listening. That's what's going on. Instead of truly listening to what she's saying, truly listening to what he's saying. She heard that statement has been said time and time again. You're just like all the other girls. And most of the time that statement is made in the light of trying to shame the woman because she's doing something promiscuous or hoish. And she's right when people use it in that way. But he didn't use it in that way, and you asked him what he meant, and he explained it thoroughly. So that's the only reason I'm like, well, did you not comprehend that? But that statement clearly triggered her. So I'm not gonna call her. I'm not gonna say she can't comprehend or anything like that. I think she's just being emotional.
I finessed him, and I guess I'm a gold digger. And so all girls
right,
like
let's
that.
bring this back full circle because you're speaking with a lot of emotion right now, and to be honest, you're not really making a point. I said at the top, men and women, it's a delicate dance between the two genders to get what they want, correct? I said men want sex, women want resources, attention, money, time, whatever it is from a man. It changes per girl. Some girls want money, some girls want attention, some girls want time, some girls want a hot guy, whatever it is. But there's a multivariate requirement from women of what they want. And men typically it's just sex. So in that regards of intersexual dynamics between men and women, I'm saying you're not special because you're like every other girl. You want to get resource, time, attention, or whatever it may be, commitment from a man, and a man wants to get sex from you. So when it comes to that, we're talking about biology of what men want from women. You are not special. You are just like every other girl, just like I'm every other guy. The difference is this. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm special. I'm Myron Gaines. I can do this and that. We said all the time, city boys up, da. Like, we don't sit here and try to make ourselves look special. We're regular guys. We want sex. It is what it is. But women run around and say, I'm special. I'm different. It's like, nah, bro. Y'all don't live in reality a lot of times. You guys say, I deserve that. I deserve this. I'm special. Someone looks at me as special. Like, bro, at the end of the day, you're a woman. I'm a guy. You are playing the game to get what you want out of the relationship. I'm playing the game to get what I want out of the relationship or temporary relationship, whatever it is. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm special. That's what I'm talking about. You could say you're special in other regards, but I'm talking about between men and women. That is the game. That's how it is.
No, hold on.
Like I said, to me, he made very simple points. Like I said, some people could get those misconstrued, or they just don't like them, or they're being emotional or irrational, or just don't want them to win in debate. But to me, like I said, everything made sense to me. I even got where Brittany Renner where she was coming from. But yeah, it was a good debate. Obviously, no one's looking at Brittany Renner as like a model of a woman that we want to date, just because of the deplorable and crass behavior she's shown. And that's on her. I mean, If you watch her IG videos and shit like that, I mean, it's no way to justify that behavior and saying that's attractive behavior. Yes, she's very sexy, or she can be sexy, uh, but yeah, when you watch a video, she's far from it. So that's usually what turns me off, is when she start opening her mouth and acting emotional or irrational. Um, but I don't know. She keeps popping up in the social world. I guess she has enough attention for people to every time she come on, she's clickable, and I hope, for me personally, I hope she capitalized on it, because she clearly is that independent woman mindset. And uh, when you turn on that street of independent woman, right before you turn on when you look at the stop sign and they say independent woman drive, an independent woman lane, right on top of that bitch say no outlet. You driving into a dead end on that independent lane, unless you're gonna become Oprah, unless you're gonna become Rihanna, or one of these women that are like in the 1% of wealthy. You're pushing it. Brittany Renner is right on the verge of going either way, but she's pretty young. She better find a way to make some long-term residual money off this branding that she has going right now, because if she don't, that independent lifestyle shit ain't gonna work. Like, she ain't got that rich yet. Let's just be real. She rich, she not wealthy, and you need wealth to be able to be an independent woman. And that's just real. That's just real. As a man like me, I gotta be wealthy for me to be an independent man, and to not get like Kanye. Kanye could say whatever the fuck he want. Why? He don't have to respect no ties. He don't have to respect, at any moment he can break it. Why? Because he's wealthy. Like, usually he respects a lot of like the things, connections that he built. But if he want to break a connection, he's not. He don't have to worry about shit, because he already got enough money. Versus like someone like Joe Budden. No offense, because I'm in the same lane as him. It's certain shit he can and cannot say, because he ain't got to wealthy yet. If Joe Budden get the wealthy, oh, you gonna get a very uncensored Joe Budden. If I get wealthy, oh nigga, I don't, y'all. Hey, I will be saying all my mind, and look, I ain't gonna be worried about no cancellations or nothing. And that's just like, when you wealthy, you don't have to worry about that risk. But when you're not, you have to be very cautious to move gracefully, because you have to you don't want to burn bridges and offend others, because you're gonna most likely need others. It's independent world. The independent mindset is not for, it's for the rare and very special. Very special. Not saying you can move free and still be able to use people and things like that, but let's be real. It's very rare for someone to truly be an independent person. Even Jesus needed disciples, my nigga. Like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry. Like, even a Kanye, I would, even him probably, he needs other people to function and to move. Like, I'm sure he's still not an independent person. Like, I'm saying that in the aspect of, he can cut ties, but I'm sure he needs someone to be an assistant. He need a planner. He need all type of people to help him produce and get through his life, whether it's with music or just regular day-to-day shit. So that independent lifestyle, I don't understand where the fuck it comes from. It's nowhere in the Bible. It's nowhere in no philosophy. It's the only philosophy that shit is in feminism. That's the only, and when you talk about powerful mindsets or powerful ideas, you'll see it transcend through many different religions or books or cultures. Like, that's a philosophy that's only found in that idiotic place. Now, you don't even find it in the animal kingdom. Like, when you talk about everything being connected, everything having similarities, that's one of the things that's like, bro, you don't mess with nothing. Nothing in this world preaches independence. Not the sun, not the moon, not grass, not nothing. Nothing. Not a fucking thing would contribute to being like, oh yeah, I don't need nothing. I don't need nothing. What? That's crazy. That's crazy to me. That's crazy to me. Like, everything is connected and needs something to help function and produce. So to act like you about to be this independent thing, that's a fucking cap. You about to use some type of corporation. You about to use government funding. You about to use some type of help. Like, just stop it. Like, and I don't think a lot of people understand how detrimental that mindset is. Like, if I was the one to be independent, like, I don't want to help. I don't want nobody help. I don't want nobody help. I'm gonna do it all on my own. I guarantee you never fucking make it. Where you gonna get money from? This world is about connectivity. Kevin Samuels said all the time, this world is about knowing people and meeting people and being connected to people. If that's the only resources and value you can get, other than that, cause how you gonna make money? How you gonna sell shit? Like, being an entrepreneur, you're gonna have people work for you. You have people buy shit. Like, you gotta be able to work with people. Like that's the only way to make money. Like, how else you gonna get it? I don't understand it. How else you gonna become successful without being able to use other people? I don't get it. Unless you go build on your own, like go to a forest and just build by yourself. But even then, you're not gonna be nearly as productive if you had help. You independent, but you look stupid. So I think there's a lot of behaviors that's starting to be realized as stupid and unproductive. And I appreciate it, and I hope that people keep pushing that type of wisdom into this world, because it's a dumb mind state, bro. It's such a dumb mind state. But enough of that, man. It's been another fun video, another good reaction to me with Brittany Renner and Fresh Fit. Y'all tune in, y'all like, y'all subscribe. Stay tuned, man. We're gonna have some more coming. Oh, excuse me, man. It's been your boy B Neil. We out. That was a 52-minute video.